Welcome to exercise 26, the Natural Phonics Primer, a universal safety net for literacy with Don Potter. And we're going to be looking at the double O, two O's. The long sound is oo, as in moon, and the short sound is as in book. So for the long sound, we code with a macron, and for the short sound, we code with a breve. You will not be timed on these, but two words that you need to know that have the double O sound but have neither the oo or the is door and floor. And these have the long O sound, door and floor. Again, we won't be testing those or timing you on those, but you will need to know those for your reading. So now we're going to start out, we're going to look at the oo words, and then we're going to look at the words. Notice I made the oo words darker, and the double O, I did not make it bold, I made it lighter. We're going to go quickly on these, but we need to use the sound. How are you going to know when you look at a word, the double O, whether it's the oo or the So what you're going to have to do is tie each one of these words in with the meaning. And one thing that really helps is that if you know both sounds and you see a word with a double O, you can try both sounds. And it will almost always give you, you'll know it instantly what the word is. So the two things you need to do is tie the word with the meaning. And number two, don't be afraid to experiment. That's not guessing, that's using a strategy. A good strategy. And once you've read these words in context a few times, they become very easy. So here we go. We're going to go across. The first word is, and say them with me as we go across. And you can think of your own sentence. I'm going to come up with one the best I can quickly here. Bloom. The flowers can bloom. Boom. Like a loud sound, a boom. Boost, give somebody a boost to help them. Boot, cowboys wears a cowboy boot. Booth, like at a fair where you would say something. Brood, has several meanings. It can be when you worry about something, or a brood. Next we have broom, sweep out the house with the broom. Coo, the baby made a coo sound. Ooh, coo, coo. Cool, it's not hot, it's very cool. Coop, chicken coop, I think of. Drool, when a baby's drools and the saliva runs out of its mouth, you have to get a napkin and wipe it off. Or food. Droop is when you let your hands droop down. Food is good for you. Fool, a fool does foolish things. Hoop, they rolled the hoop down the street. Loop, they made a loop in the string. Moo, the sound a cow makes. Moo. Mood, I hope you're in a good mood today. Moon, Mr. Potter remembers when men first walked on the moon. Noon, we have lunch at noon. Pool, you can swim in a pool. Roof, the roof of a house, and there's different pronunciations of that one. Room, there is room for improvement, or we're in a big room. Root, the tree had a long root. Scoop, a scoop of delicious ice cream. Shoot, shoot that's a tricky one in a way, because I grew up shooting rabbits for dinner. Shoot, but to shoot means to fire a gun. Smooth, he was a smooth talker, or her skin was very smooth. Snoop, they were snooping around a building. Soon, do it very soon. Spook, Don't be scared of the spook. Spool, a spool of thread. Spoon, you eat with a knife, fork, and spoon. Stool, he sat on a little stool. Stoop, it's like a little porch. Too, and this is a tricky one because this means too, like I had too much to eat. To is a preposition which means to, like to go to the store. I want to go to the store. And in TWO is the number 2. Next is tool. We used a tool to fix the car. Tooth. He lost his tooth. Troop. A group of soldiers is a troop. Zoo. We like to visit the zoo. Now we're going to do the sound. Here we have book. Read a book. Cook. Cook some food. Crook. The crook stole my lunch. Foot. Don't put your foot in your mouth. Foot. Or put your foot in your shoe. Good. Have a good day. Hood. The engine is under the hood of the car. Hoof. The horse has a hoof. Hook. He used a hook to pick something up. Look. Look at me. Nook. He put things in a little nook. Poor. He was very poor, and that has different pronunciations in different parts of the country. Shook. They shook up the milkshake. Soot. Soot is interesting. That's the black stuff when you burn something, like in a chimney. Stood. He stood on his head. Took. He took a book out of the library. Wood. They burn wood in a stove. And wool. Wool comes from sheep, and it will keep you warm. Okay, best of luck on the double O here.